In Standing in the Shoes My Mother Made, theologian and author Diana Hayes affirms that, quote, everything we are, all that we stand for as a church, arises from our understanding and celebration of the Eucharistic liturgy. It is the symbol par excellence of the Roman Catholic Church, end quote. And yet, the very excellence of Eucharistic liturgy challenges the understanding of many 21st century believers, those who struggle to grasp its mystery, as well as those who attend Mass regularly but become complacent, taking for granted the sacrament and its meaning for everyday life. Tonight, we have entered the Triduum, the 3 high holy days of the Christian calendar, during which the Church around the world surrenders to the mystery of the Eucharist through the liturgical celebration that began this evening, continues through Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and culminates in the most holy of days, Easter Sunday. Today's Exodus reading is a prequel, a backstory to Christ's suffering, his death, and resurrection to new life, the Paschal Mystery that we commemorate during the Triduum. The Old Testament story recalls how God rescued the Hebrews, God's chosen people who were enslaved by Egypt's Pharaoh. In spite of God's insistence and punishing plagues that came down upon the Egyptian people, Pharaoh refused to let God's people go. In a last rebuke, God prepared the Hebrew community with the instructions to prepare to flee enslavement by slaughtering an unblemished lamb whose flesh they were to eat in a ritual meal and whose blood was to be used to mark the doorpost of every Hebrew house. That night, as God struck down the firstborn of every Egyptian household, the houses marked with the blood of the Lamb were passed over. Thus, the Jews escaped Egyptian slaughter and Pharaoh's retribution as they fled miraculously across the Red Sea to freedom. In thanksgiving for God's intervention, Jews throughout the generations have celebrated the ritual Passover, a memorial feast each year. Tonight's New Testament readings have Jesus celebrating the same Passover tradition with his apostles on the night before he died. Paul writes that during that evening, Jesus instituted a new memorial feast in which he was the unblemished lamb to be slaughtered in a new covenant between God and all God's people. He shared with the apostles and the generations of disciples to follow his body as food, his blood as drink. And all who partake of this Holy Communion, the real presence of the Lord, become united with him in the mystery of his passion, death, and glorious resurrection. Washing the feet of the apostles at that Last Supper, Jesus takes on a servant's role to teach his disciples then and model for us today how to serve one another and lead others to him. During the sacred passage through the Triduum, we will encounter God through powerful word, symbol, and ritual in the retelling of humanity's redemption. During this 3-day celebration, may we come to know that full, conscious and active participation with Christ in the Eucharist is a share in his resurrection for our salvation and the deliverance of the whole world. Amen. Amen.